Greetings, greetings, greetings. As I sit here amongst these rocks and water, I'm just in deep thought. The day I'm recording this, which is Saturn Day, most likely it won't be uploaded today. But this is Saturn Day. On the Gregorian calendar, June 7th, 2025. Which adds up to a 22. The master builder. And that adds to a 4. Dealing with foundation, stability, the home, and the family. 4th house, Cancer. Today is a 10 of diamonds day, which is the 10 of pentacles in Tarot. So I'm feeling the energy of home, family, building or rebuilding legacy. We're talking about lineage, posterity. But now building it on a solid foundation, destroying everything to rebuild. We're approaching the Jupiter in Cancer, June 9th, yeah. And it will be there until June 2006. Okay. June 30th, to be exact, 2006. So that's 6-9 on the day that it enters Cancer. Jupiter. That's the 6-9. That's the Cancerian symbol right there. That is about the yin and yang. That's about balance. That's about harmony. That's about peace. The 6, dealing with Venus, love, grace, balance, abundance, stability, family, security. That 9, I think that's what Mars, okay? Action, passion. So, endings, okay? Old cycles has closed out. Now we're in the new beginnings are here. So this is a time to rebuild, to, reorganize, restructure, okay? But before you begin to do that, you would have had to been, gone through a period of destruction, hmm? A period of chaos, because now is the time for order, 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 and to rebuild. So that Jupiter in Cancer, that's expansive right there. That's growth. Growth in your emotional security, your inner child, nurturing to the self in order to be nurturing to others. Past life healing, okay. Long-term planning, spiritual and intuitive expansion, all right. Reunions and new unions, okay. But this is about expansion. So those reunions is not in the old cycle. Mm-mm, mm-mm. If there are any reunions, everybody would have done that, would have had to have done their work, inner work. If they haven't, they left in the old cycle to do as they will. If they reunited with toxic things and ways and people, then that means that's the vibration that they chose to remain in, so they shall be left behind. Do as you will. We all have free will. Okay. This is about firm foundation for family, for home, for stability. Okay. This is the divine mother energy and her children building or rebuilding as the master builders, the divine mother of her legacy. This is emotional fulfillment. This is peace, harmony, and love. This is taking your power back as divine mothers, matriarchs, to take accountability and responsibility of your destiny as divine mothers, matriarchs of your family. Having going through those lessons, healing those generational traumas, purging everything to heal everything, purifying your waters for emotional, physical, mental and spiritual, financial health, releasing those toxic bonds with folks that were only keeping you in a loop of generational traumas and scarcity. Releasing those temporary feel good, trauma bonding, love bombing connections. Allowing yourself to see the truth and understanding that truth is your ally. Knowing that if separation is needed to bring order, then so it be, and so it is. Knowing that as a divine matriarch, we have the divine right to organize and govern our family accordingly without external interference, and those external oppositions that are relentlessly interfering in our privacy will be left for our spiritual entourage to deal with. as above, so below. Because that is the celestial time, or this is the celestial time we are on right now. And those who are ready and have been prepared for this divine time shall not be held back. The chariot I'm picking up is go time, freely, unrestricted and unbothered. My allegiance as a divine matriarch is to my lineage and my divine purpose. I hold the sacred keys to my destiny, and I don't take lightly to intruders and unwanted or uninvited guests. That's a violation in the spirit and in the physical. This era is the rise of the divine matriarch, tested, tried, and have been crowned true to the mission. Who has maintained her right, my right, her cause, my cause. Therefore, we satteth in the throne, judging right by divine authority. So you blood-sucking demons who want to keep your claws pierced in the movement and rising of us divine mothers from governing our families, I say to you as a final warning, back off and get the fuck gone. You have no authority or consent to interfere in private matters on this land and of this land. By the light of the eternal flame, we release all ties that bring us pain. From hex, from bind, from spell and chain. We reclaim our power whole, WHOLE, and sane. Through ancestral lines we now ascend. All wounds and shadows we transcend. No force can hold, no bind can stay. We walk in light, but don't get it twisted, because we walk with the dark too. We clear our way. With sovereign will, our souls are free, protected by divine decree. By earth, by fire, by air, and by sea, we are whole, we are pure, and we are free. I don't know where I got that mantra from. Some time ago, I was listening to some mantras, and somebody had that posted. So I shade to whoever that came from. I switched the words up slightly. The only control that you have is control over your inner world. Your inner world. So I advise you, we advise you to control and organize that shit. Ashe. So as I pull cards for the next 7 days, I will be taking notes and writing. Okay. We're going to start with the African Goddess Rising deck. Yep. Ashe. 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 The bottom of the deck is Ralakali, Divine Lineage. Number 6, vibrating the color red, the root chakra, the reproductive system. And the deck is split on Asaseya, the goddess of joy. This is Chrome Mother here, number 16, which reduces down to a 7, the Chariot. And also Marie LaView, all I do is win. Good juju. But the 16 is the tower in Tarot. This vibrates the color yellow for the solar plexus, internal power. What's the divine message for the week? Next 7 days. Talk to me. So we got two cards. Nancy, betrayal, number 20. And Mojaji, manifestations, number 9. At the bottom of the deck, we got Atiti, worthiness, number 14. Solar plexus, the sacral, she's in a temple of shadows. So, wow. And she vibrates the iridescent white color. Okay. So Aunt Nancy is in the temple of the chateaus. That's the illumination card. That means simply that it's a significant focus, a highly focused card. Okay. She's in the element of air. The shadow of betrayal. Okay. Her declaration is, I am willing to know the truth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I said that the truth is your ally. And so this is that allowing or refusing to see the truth. So Anansi or Kwaku Anansi, the Akon trickster god and sacred clown, snuck into our global folk tales, while Gullah Geechee children heard tales of Aunt Nancy, the tricky spider woman. My Guyanese parents entertained us with Nancy stories about a witty teen spider. Who really betrayed you? Betrayals from others mirrors you betraying yourself, living a lie outside of truth. Mhm. Yes. So her embodiment is betrayal is a web that disrupts everything you thought you knew. Okay. I said that you gotta purge everything to heal everything. Use discernment in your relationships. Betrayal makes it difficult to trust, but without trust, your relationships are a lie. Ashe. Trust that no matter what happens and no matter how long it takes, you will survive and thrive. The real question: how have you betrayed or abandoned yourself? So, this 20 is the judgment card in Tarot, and it reduces to 2, which is the High Priestess card in Tarot. That's about spiritual awakening, okay? And knowing the truth, trusting your intuition when it speaks to you, when it exposes something to you. Give thanks and trust it and know it, okay? Stop deceiving yourself, walking around here like you don't see things as it truly is, walking around here wanting to maintain a state of delusion of grandeur, walking around here want to stay attached to trauma bonding and love bombing relationships where you see the trauma, you see the dysfunction, but you want to be a part of that. You understand what I'm saying? No more. I said some time ago, no more. I walked away, okay, although I was, you know, uh, pretty much treated as the black sheep and abandoned in a lot of ways growing up, okay. I see now, okay, the truths of the matters. And I delved into my spirituality, okay. I went through a spiritual awakening. I tapped into my intuition, my high priestess energy that was always there, so that I can move into my manifestations, okay. My mojaji, using my creative energy, the sacral chakra. Number 9, to close out these karmic cycles, these generational karmas and curses, to end them, to remember, to return, and rise to my divine mission. Because with Atiti here, worthiness, I learned that, wait a minute, I am worthy. I am worthy, yes I am. I'm worthy. I'm worthy, yes I am. I'm worthy. Number 14 in Tarot is the Temperance card. Taking that time to do the healing, no matter how long it took, that reduces down to a 5. I've been in that now, actually, 4 or 5 years. Alchemizing, healing myself, addressing my self issues, forgiving myself, being accountable for myself, my actions, okay? No matter what they were. And and number 5 is the Hierophant, the priest, the high priest in the Torah, okay? So yeah, listening to my ancestors and my spiritual guides so they can teach me and show me the way, show me what I needed to know, okay? Show thyself approved, and they approved, and they gave me the keys to my Akashic records. They passed the sacred knowledge, the sacred tools. Listen to your wise elders. At the top of the deck, we got Gang Sarah, resistance number 22. Ain't no more resistance over here. And then we got Mama Wata, emotional nakedness. Okay? That's Cancer energy. And we got Yemaya, spiritual awakening. Number 40, which reduces to a 4. 3, 4, 5. And then Ursula Dantor is etheric chords, number 27. So that's what you gotta go through. You don't just get, the royal treatment. You don't get the inheritance, the royal inheritance, just being lazy and being weak. And want to take the easy road without doing no work. That's not how it is. That's not how it works. That's not Saturn. So you're going to have to go through that dark. You're going to have to face the darkness. You're going to have to go through it. Tested, tried, and with truth. Speak truth, stand on truth, and be truth. That's the meiotic way. Okay? You gotta tear shit down. That ain't right. That ain't been working. And it's been in a repetitive cycle of just dysfunction and failure. I don't give a damn who you see walking around here with material shit strapped on their back. That don't mean a damn thing. It's just for fucking show. And then when you look deeper with that third eye, you see the truth. These motherfuckers is dysfunctional. No, that's temporary shit. And you can have it. I don't want it. I want what's supposed to come to me divinely, in divine time, and permanently. So I can have something to give and pass down posterity. Understand? Understand? Overstand? Good. Moving right along. This ain't no game, and I ain't to be played with. I'm serious about my business. Always have been a serious child. Okay? Now, Majaji, goddess of manifestation from South Africa, temple of conjurers, element of water. Okay? Goddess Mojaji is the hereditary rain queen of South Africa's Bala Bedu people. A matrilineal queendom. Did you hear that? Matrilineal queendom. That's what we're talking about here. A couple of years ago when Spirit had me tapping into this energy, I'm like, what am I saying? What did you got me saying? I didn't know. I'm like, okay. All right, so it's something bigger here that I'm supposed to be getting. I get it. Because this is what I'm supposed to be saying, because this is what I am. This was my position. Majaji's daughters dance to the frequency of rain. Ashe. Her guidance, showers of blessings. They say blessings, but I like to say blessings are yours. You are a rainmaker, master manifester, shapeshifter, alchemist, and sorceress. Open your hands and your heart. Her embodiment, yes, make it rain. You are manifesting big. This has been a long time coming. You are co-creating with spirit. Match the energetic frequency, the ashe of your desire. You are magnetic, and like attracts like. Raise your vibration to align with the sacred. Close your eyes and see your blessings. Feel them in your bones and ask, believe, act, allow, and receive. Her declaration is divine blessings flow to me easily. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Moving right along. Because that's what time it is right now. That's the cycle it is. You see this Jupiter symbol right here? Okay. That's what time it is. You see this 3? That's creative energy right there. That's the number of completion, mastery rather. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Miss me with this betrayal energy shit. Okay? I'm I'm not on that third dimension frequency that you people are on. This is my life. This is my destiny. This is my life of my posterity. Move out the way. Bye. Get the fuck going. You don't have a say so here. This is divinely orchestrated. Okay? The storms don't last forever. So now it is time. This is divine timing we're talking about. And this is divine timing we're on. Back up. Number 9 is over. That cycle has closed. Moving on to a playing card. King of Clubs. Mm-hmm. Ooh, wow. Mm. 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 We got a 7 and a 9 right here. Okay. Ooh. Mm. 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 So this number 9, this is a 9 of hearts and a 7 of clubs. This 9 of hearts is about major endings pertaining to family. Those relationships that no longer serve you no damn good. They have been spiritually infiltrated to come after you. This betrayal energy, Aunt Nancy. But see, also with this Aunt Nancy here, let me go back to this Aunt Nancy, okay? Because all these niggas that spawn these webs of confusion and lies and deceit and theft and death and darkness and all this malevolent shit. Now they ass is caught up in their own goddamn webs. And they can't get the fuck out. They caught up in their own webs of lies and deceit. They set their traps for themselves. They didn't know that. They couldn't see that. Because they was in the dark. So that's what this Nine of Hearts says, which is the Nine of Cups in Tarot. Okay? So now it's time for the wish fulfillment of emotional fulfillment. Okay? To get to your Ten of Cups. That's emotional fulfillment. That's the wish fulfillment here. To align with like-minded hearts. Unconditional love. Unattached love, which means not controlling, not possessive, you know what I'm saying? Not restricted. Where you trying to control something outside yourself. Okay? And you want to remain in this third dimension. Now, we done rose. We in the what? A lot of us is in the fifth and the sixth dimension right now, honey. So that's why you can miss us with that energy. We don't give a fuck. Okay? All right? Sometimes I gotta speak it like it is. Ain't no shame in my game, because that's how it needs to come out sometimes. When it need to be sweet, I give it sweet. When it need to be raw, I give it raw. That's called authenticity. Authenticity. So now, that's the Nine of Hearts. And then we got the Seven of Clubs, okay? Yeah, now this is exposure to spiritual knowledge, okay? That's what we're talking about right here. But on the low vibration, this card is negative thinking, dealing with your negativity. That's this betrayal energy right here. Okay, leaving them people behind that refuse to rise. Okay, rise to a higher knowledge, to a spiritual awakening, to a higher way of thinking, being, existing. They think that this physical is all there is. That's it. That's how they walk around. Okay, confined to that body, that terrain they in, and abusing that. So this is about having the this is about mental and spiritual revelation. This is about expanding consciousness. We're talking about expansion with Jupiter, right? This is about your ability to elevate your thinking, your mindset. And guess what the Seven of Clubs is in Tarot? The Seven of Swords. That's about betrayal, theft, okay? Want to take from someone else for your gain. Scarcity mindset. Feeding off another. You can't do nothing on your own fruition, on your own intuition, on your own creativity. You got to steal the energy of other people for your rise. And you think that's going to last how long? I think not. Okay. Then at the bottom of the deck, we got the Three of Hearts. Yeah, that's that, you know, just giving me 1 foot in, 1 foot out energy, hot and cold energy. Which one the hell you gonna be? You don't even know what you confused? Well, guess what? You ain't gonna confuse me. Okay? With this threesome, you don't know what you want to do, what fence you want to be on, so you just straddling the fence. I hope nobody don't see that I'm straddling the fence. No, we see you. We high priests and high priestesses over here. We see you. Mm-hmm. And then we got the 3 at the top of the deck, the 3 of clubs. 3, 3. Okay? We're just all messed up in the mind. You don't know whether you coming or going. Okay? And being in this betrayal energy, that's where I have you. Messing around with these people that are low vibrational and still want to be in a cycle of bondage. That's what it is. That's what you get. That's your reward when you're dealing with stuff like that. That's the reward. Moving right along to Tarot. Oh, wait, I didn't get an Uno card. My apologies. A red 1 at the bottom. Next 7-day messages. Yep. A yellow 2. But it came in reverse. So this is about those partnerships, those personal partnerships. Releasing them. That serves you no good. It no longer serves you any good. Okay? There's a major change in your life here. And then we got a blue 9. It's over. It's ending. It's over. It's over. It's over. Okay? Release it. Release it. Release them, it, whatever. Okay? Let's go to the tarot. We got justice at the bottom of the deck. This is about balance. Okay? Okay? We got the 6-9 energy, the yin and the yang energy. This is about balancing. But also balancing that dark with the light. Okay? The Empress is behind that is the Empress. That's Divine Mother right there. That's what time it is when I tell you. Okay? 8 of Pentacles is at the top of the deck, and that's the work to put in, okay? To get to your 10 of Pentacles. That's the work being put in. Okay, these Pentacles is dealing with material, but this is also energetically, okay? Your energy, working towards your success, putting the work in, whatever is needed. Give me a tarot. Next 7-day messages. Talk to me. Mhm. Mhm. So we have the Page of Pentacles. This is planting seeds for expansion. The Four of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. This is for uh, reserve, okay? Being mindful. This is money management, okay? Time management, energy management. Being mindful how you expend your time, energy, and where you and where, okay? Your time, your energy, and your material finances. Justice is poking out here, okay? And balancing what needs to be balanced out with that. And then I see the Ace of Pentacles. That's balance. So this is material wealth. This is most definitely material wealth that's coming in. And then I see the Nine of Cups and the world. This is the new cycle. This is what this new cycle is bringing. This is wish fulfillment. This is emotional fulfillment. That's what time it is. Okay? So the Three of Wands came out too, in reverse. So this again is those people, places, and things that cannot go with you. They cannot expand with you. They will not expand with you. They took the wrong path, they took the wrong action, and therefore they have to be accountable for that. At the top of the deck is the Seven of Swords. Like I say, they have to be accountable for that. That is the Seven of Clubs that is out here. For the way they was thinking, for the way they walked, for the things that they said, how they talked, what came out that old filthy mouth of theirs, what came out of that, the filthy mindset of theirs, the cluttered mindset, okay, walking crooked and funny and funky, okay, that energy, negative thinking, ain't no expansion for them. They can't go with you. They are stuck. Here go the Tower at the split of the day. Yes, this is a major transition. This is a major shift. Okay, a major change. And everything is not in line with this current frequency will be destroyed in order